common application of chemical effects of electric current, that is electroplating. And just for quick recapitulation, I have already written the definition on the board so that you can revise it quickly. And there we learned that electroplating means process of depositing a layer of desired metal on another by means of electricity. Yes, Mahib, I have marked your attendance. Okay. So when we are depositing a layer of our desired metal means the metal whose layer we want to form, whether it is gold, silver or chromium. If it is our desired metal, when we want to put a layer of this metal on another material and with the help of electricity, we call it as electroplating. And we also discussed one activity, that is how basically this thing happens. I hope you still remember the same activity. I took it from your NCERT book. That is where we have taken 2 copper plates and copper sulfate solution. And there we discussed that the copper metal will be deposited at the cathode. I hope you still remember. कुछ याद है किसी को जो एक्टिविटी डिस्कस की थी?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Same is given in your NCERT textbook also, right? So just to revise, the 3 main chemical effects of current are, first one, evolution of gas, change in color, and third one is a deposition of metal. And always remember, deposition of metal will always occur at the electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस या करंट पास करते समय वोल्टामीटर के अंदर जो इलेक्ट्रोड बैटरी के नेगेटिव टर्मिनल से कनेक्टेड है उसी के ऊपर मेटल का डिपोजिशन होता है, ये आपको याद रखना है, राइट? सो नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन बिट डीपर फॉर इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग टुडे. नाउ वी विल सी दैट इज हाउ बेसिकली इट इज डन. How it is done means how electroplating is done means what are the basic steps which we use for this electroplating process. First one is that the material which is to be electroplated, the material to be electroplated means वो मटेरियल, वो सब्सटेंस जिसके ऊपर हम एक दूसरे अच्छे या और अपने डिजायर्ड मटेरियल की लेयरिंग बनाना चाहते हैं, दैट वी आर कॉलिंग इट एज अ मटेरियल टू बी इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटेड. सो द मटेरियल टू बी इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटेड, इट इज फर्स्ट washed with alkali. It is first washed with alkali. Alkali means that is soluble bases. In lower classes you have learnt about acids, bases and salts, right? So the soluble, those bases which are soluble in water, we call them as alkali, right? And commonly used alkali for this process is NaOH. That is, commonly we call it as caustic soda, and chemical name is
sodium hydroxide.
Yes, very good. Sodium hydroxide. Chemical name is sodium hydroxide. So whatever material we have chosen for electroplating, right? जो भी मटेरियल हमारे पास है जिसको हमें इलेक्ट्रोप्लेट करना है दूसरे डिजायर्ड मेटल से, उसको हम सबसे पहले वॉश करते हैं एल्कली से. And on common basis we make use of caustic soda, right? Then second step is that this material is washed with an acid, because sometimes it happens that these strong alkalis like sodium hydroxide and another one is also there that is called potassium hydroxide. So sometimes what happens, these hydroxide solutions, they react with the concerned material and they may form an oxide layer. क्योंकि जो कास्टिक सोडा हम यूज करते हैं वॉशिंग के लिए ये स्ट्रॉन्ग होता है, तो कई बार अगर हम किसी मेटल को इससे वॉश कर रहे हैं तो किसी किसी मेटल के साथ ये रिएक्ट करता है. तो अगर उस मेटल के साथ इसकी रिएक्शन हो जाएगी, देन व्हाट हैपेंस, इट विल मेक एन लेयर ऑफ ऑक्साइड. So to remove that layer of oxide, our next step is washing with an acid. That is the second step. Afterwards, the third step is washing with water. Washing with water. That is the third step. Means we are preparing the material to be electroplated for electroplating process. Right? So can we skip if no oxide is formed? Actually, most of the oxide layers, if they are formed in very thin density, then they are generally not visible to our eyes, but there may be their presence. And if we are not going to wash it with an acid, then it may happen that oxide layer may not allow the uniform electroplating process. So we take it as a universal rule that after washing with an alkali solution, we wash the material to be electroplated with an acidic solution. I hope you got answer now, Anushri. Okay. So now we have just prepared the material to be electroplated, right? Now, once this material is ready, then what we do, we connect this material to the negative terminal of the battery. Negative terminal of the battery means the material to be electroplated is always made as cathode during the electroplating process. During the electroplating process, right? तो जिस मटेरियल के ऊपर हमें किसी दूसरे डिजाइन मटेरियल की लेयर बनानी है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की हेल्प से, उस मटेरियल को हम हमेशा कौन सा इलेक्ट्रोड बनाते हैं? कैथोड. इट हैज टू बी कनेक्टेड टू द नेगेटिव टर्मिनल ऑफ द बैटरी, राइट? देन एनोड. In this process, anode is taken or I should write it, the desired metal. Desired metal means जिस particular choice of metal की हम layer बनाना चाहते हैं, उस metal का हम बनाते हैं anode. Means you can take a rod of that metal, you can take a plate of that metal, and that particular metal is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. It is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, so we call it as a anode. तो अभी तक मैंने आपको दो चीजें समझाई, वो आपके टिप्स पे रखना है that जब भी हम किसी पर्टिकुलर मटेरियल की इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग करेंगे, मटेरियल टू बी इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटेड is always made cathode. Desired metal is always made anode, and in the form of electrolyte, we take the salt solution of the desired metal. Now for electroplating in voltmeter, we need a solution also, we need an electrolyte because it has to conduct electricity. Then only the metal from anode will be deposited to the cathode. So for that, electrolyte will always be chosen a salt of the desired metal. अगर हम यहाँ पर desired metal में हमें gold की plating करनी है, तो anode हमारा gold का होगा, और जो हम इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में सॉल्यूशन लेंगे वो भी गोल्ड का ही सॉल्ट सॉल्यूशन होगा. फॉर एग्जांपल इट कुड बी गोल्ड नाइट्रेट. तो गोल्ड नाइट्रेट को हम वाटर में डिसॉल्व करके सॉल्यूशन बना लेंगे और उस सॉल्यूशन को हम इलेक्ट्रोलाइट की तरह यूज करेंगे. अगर हमें कॉपर की प्लेटिंग करनी है तो एनोड हम कॉपर का बनाएंगे, राइट? और इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में हम कॉपर का कोई भी सॉल्युबल सॉल्ट ले लेंगे. इट मे बी कॉपर सल्फेट, इट मे बी कॉपर नाइट्रेट. So main point to be understood here is that in electrolyte we have to take the salt solution of the same metal whose electroplating we want to have on our material. जिस सब्सटेंस की कोटिंग हम अपने मटेरियल पर करना चाहते हैं उसी मटेरियल का सॉल्ट सॉल्यूशन हमें इलेक्ट्रोलाइट बनाना है, राइट? सो दैट इज द की पॉइंट यू हैव टू understand and remember. So just in short, let's take one example so that it will be more clear to you. Okay, so for example, here we are having a voltmeter and I am having this plate. This plate is of copper and on this copper I want to make a layer of zinc. For example, मेरे पास एक कॉपर प्लेट है और इस कॉपर प्लेट पर मुझे जिंक की लेयर बनानी है. So first I would be using this copper plate, right? So this copper plate would be connected to the negative terminal of the battery like this, क्योंकि हमें इसको क्या बनाना है, कैथोड. Now I want to do the plating of zinc. So let me take here, for example, I'm taking this a rod of zinc. This is a zinc rod. So it would be connected to the positive terminal of the battery. So now it has become cathode and it has become anode, right? Now we are having both the electrodes. Now we want an electrolyte. Now electrolyte, again the same concept. हमें क्योंकि जिंक की इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग करनी है कॉपर के ऊपर, तो हमें जिंक का ही कोई सॉल्ट सॉल्यूशन लेना है. So for example, I have got zinc sulfate with me. So I would be using the solution of zinc sulfate here. So this is zinc sulfate, ZnSO4. So name goes zinc sulfate, right? And yes, of course, this copper plate, first it has to be washed with an alkali solution, then by an acidic solution, and finally by water. After that only we can install this copper plate in this particular apparatus arrangement, right? So same thing now will happen. How plating will be done, as I discussed with you in last class, that when we pass electricity through this zinc sulfate solution, what will happen? It will break down into zinc plus and सल्फेट आयंस. जैसे ही इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जिंक सल्फेट सॉल्यूशन से पास होगी तो जो जिंक सल्फेट के मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं वो जिंक आयन और सल्फेट के आयंस में ब्रेकअप हो जाएंगे, राइट? नाउ जिंक इट इज कैरिंग पॉजिटिव चार्ज, सो ऑटोमेटिकली it would be drawn to the electrode which is connected to the negative terminal, that is at cathode, and after going to cathode it will get deposited on the copper plate. So process will continue and gradually we will see a layer of zinc over this copper metal, and at the same time more zinc will keep on dissolving into this solution, right? It will be dissolving. So जो zinc है वो इसमें से dissolve होके आयन की फॉर्म में इस solution में ट्रांसफर होता रहेगा जिंक की रॉड से. It means after few hours this zinc rod will become thinner, वो पतली हो जाएगी, right? Just because of the dissociation of zinc from this rod into this solution called electrolyte, right? So this is how electroplating will be done. Now in examination, how question is placed, you will be given a situation. For example, you are having a spoon made up of copper and you want to electroplate it with silver. आपके पास एक कॉपर का स्पून है, आपको उसके ऊपर सिल्वर का इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग करना है, राइट? सो व्हाट materials will you use, means what will you use as cathode, what will you use as anode, and what will you use as an electrolyte? So yes, quickly let me know the answer. You have the option of raising hands. I hope you got my question. आपके पास एक कॉपर की स्पून है, कॉपर का चम्मच है, आपको उसके ऊपर सिल्वर की कोटिंग करनी है, चांदी की। तो इस इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग प्रोसेस के लिए आप कैथोड किसे बनाएंगे, एनोड किसे बनाएंगे, और इलेक्ट्रोलाइट क्या होगा, दैट वी हैव टू। ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद स्नेहल। टेल स्नेहल। यस
Ma'am, in cathode we will take the spoon, and on anode we will take the silver, or as electrolyte we can take silver sulfate.
okay, okay, yes Prerna, what do you want to add? Tell.
Ma'am, we can take the electrolytic solution as silver nitrate.
Okay, and what will you use as cathode?
Cathode will be copper and anode will be silver.
Yes, so now that is concept is clear. Let me see that many of you have also given in chat box answer. Yes, for example, Yukta has written copper spoon will be cathode and anode will be made of silver, and electrolyte any salt of silver, silver nitrate, silver sulfate, whatever available and which is quite soluble in water, right? Yes, so I hope now this particular topic is clear to you. अगर ऐसा क्वेश्चन आएगा तो कर लेंगे एग्जाम में। यस
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, for example, just for particular question, let me write answer on the board so that those who are not able to get, they will get. I gave you that you are having the copper spoon, so that copper spoon will be made cathode and silver will be chosen as anode, and the electrolyte, you can simply write that is silver salt solution. If you don't remember specifically the name of the salts, as you are not having them in your syllabus in 8th standard, you can simply write by using the name of the material and you can add the term salt solution. आपको compounds के name अभी पता नहीं होंगे, so in place of that you can simply use the name of that material. क्योंकि अभी हमें सिल्वर की प्लेटिंग करनी है तो हमने नाम लिख दिया इलेक्ट्रोलाइट का सिल्वर सॉल्ट सोल्यूशन। गोल्ड की करनी है तो गोल्ड सॉल्ट सोल्यूशन, like that we can go for, right? So this is how electroplating is done. Now this electroplating, it has got its own applications, its own applications. Right now we are discussing the applications of chemical effects of current. Means अभी हम ये डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि हम डेली लाइफ में क्या जो करंट है उसके केमिकल इफेक्ट्स को हम कहां कहां यूज करते हैं. सो दैट इज द फर्स्ट पॉइंट, इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग. Now this electroplating, where we use in our daily life, for what purposes we are using, now we are going to discuss it right now. Okay, so we can call it as applications or uses also. So first, purpose means for what purpose we use electroplating. So first one is to improve appearance. To improve appearance, first one means we want to improve the appearance of the materials. वो दिखने में और ज्यादा सुंदर लगे. We want to make them more attractive. We want to make them more beautiful. So for that purpose, we make use of electroplating. Here, the most commonly used is, that is chromium plating. The most commonly used is chromium plating. Now, chromium is a metal. chromium is a metal, and in our day-to-day life we see different things in our daily life which are having a layer of chromium. For example, our bath taps in our, that is houses, the taps we are having in toilet, in kitchen, in bathrooms, and they look very shiny. So these bath taps, these are having electroplating of chromium. दिखने में सिल्वर शाइनी होती है ना, जो बाथरूम में टंकियां टैप्स लगी होती हैं, बेसिकली उनके ऊपर क्रोमियम की इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग होती है. डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ अवर कार्स एंड व्हीकल्स लाइक स्कूटी एंड बाइक्स, their different parts are also made up of chromium electroplating. नॉर्मली तो जो पार्ट है वो कॉपर या आयरन का बना देते हैं हम, लेकिन उसको पर हम उसको एक अच्छी अपीयरेंस, एक अट्रैक्टिव लुक देने के लिए हम उसको पर इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग करते हैं क्रोमियम की, right? In the same way, different machinery parts in different machines in factories and industries, they're also having an outer layer of chromium, right? Now question comes that why this chromium is broadly used for electroplating, and this comes an important question for examination कि डेली लाइफ में अगर आप एक लिस्ट बनाएंगे कि हम क्रोमियम प्लेटिंग से क्या क्या मटेरियल बनाते हैं, तो आपकी जो लिस्ट है बहुत ज्यादा लंबी होगी. मींस इट इज बेसिकली प्रिफर्ड to go for chromium plating. Why? First point, that this chromium, it has got a shiny appearance. It has got shiny appearance, means you can say that it is lustrous by nature, right? Another one is it resists scratches. उसके ऊपर scratches नहीं पड़ते, खरोचे नहीं पड़ती हैं, right? Another one is it prevent rusting, or you can say that is it resists corrosion. About corrosion you have learnt in chapter number 4. So corrosion in case of iron we call it as rusting, right? So this chromium, it does not corrode very easily. Another one is to give hardness, and it also help in, it also ease cleaning. Yes, because it is very smoother. So what happens to clean those taps again and again, to remove the layer of dirt and salts over from there, it becomes very easy because this chromium is very smoother metal. So two more reasons you can add, and it also help in improving the hardness of that particular metal. And here I think this last part is not visible, so let me write here over. That is, it also help in ease cleaning process. Okay. Now another point to be noted is that if this particular chromium metal, it has got so many good characteristics, then why we are not making the whole object of chromium itself? अगर इसमें इतनी सारे इंटरेस्टिंग एडवांटेजेस प्रॉपर्टीज हैं, तो हम पूरे का पूरा जो मटेरियल है, जो प्रोडक्ट है, वो हम उस पर्टिकुलर क्रोमियम मेटल से क्यों नहीं बना देते, राइट? सो रीजन इज दैट इट इज वेरी एक्सपेंसिव. इट इज वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, बहुत ही ज्यादा महंगा है ये मेटल. सो इफ वी आर गोइंग टू मेक द होल बाथरूम टैब और द होल दैट इज व्हील रिम इन व्हीकल्स, फॉर एग्जाम्पल जो व्हील कवर्स होते हैं हमारे व्हीकल्स के, जो उनका शाइनी अपीयरेंस है, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ क्रोमियम. तो अगर हम पूरा का पूरा ऑब्जेक्ट क्रोमियम से बनाएंगे, then what will happen? Then it will increase our cost of production. It will be a costlier process. So what do we do? In place of going for making the whole object of this metal, we simply make a layer of chromium. तो इसको important mark करेंगे. एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आता है, almost every year they repeat it, that explain why chromium is preferred for electroplating. हम क्रोमियम को इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग के लिए क्यों यूज करते हैं? And I gave you 5 reasons. It has got lustrous nature, it resists scratches, it prevents rusting, or it does not corrode easily. Another one is, that is, it also improves the hardness, and it also help in easy cleaning of the concerned object. So that is for chromium plating, right? Another one is another application of electroplating where we make use of the property to improve appearance is while doing gold and silver plating. While doing gold and silver plating. Yes. So many of you have already written in the chat box that while making jewelry, gold and silver plating, and especially it is used in jewelry and decorative items. Jewelry and decorative items. For example, we know that the metals like gold and silver, they are very costly. And for all people, it's not equally possible to afford the jewelry which is totally made up of this gold and silver. So what we do, basically we make the whole jewelry with copper. And after that we do the layering of gold or silver. जो normal jewelry है हम basically किसकी बनाते हैं, copper metal की बनाते हैं. And after that by using this electroplating process we make a layer of gold and silver. So from surface view it looks like that as if it is a gold or silver jewelry, but in reality it is of copper, but it is having a plating of gold, so it looks equally attractive and comparable to the original gold jewelry. Another one is decorative items. Yes, for example, vase, different vases we have. So to make them more attractive and beautiful, what we do, we make a layering of silver. Yes, generally we go and purchasing for that vases, they simply tell this is silver plated and it is a bit costlier. So again it is made up of copper only, but over it is having a layer of silver. जो वास है वो किसका बना है, जो फ्लावर पॉट है किसका बना है, कॉपर का बना है, लेकिन उसके ऊपर किसकी प्लेटिंग है, दैट इज सिल्वर, राइट. So in all examples here in chromium plating, that is for making the different parts of bathtubs, rim of the cycles, and here in jewelry decorative pieces, what we are doing, our main purpose of doing electroplating is to improve the appearance, to improve their appearance. So that is the first one. Another one is to, the second one, to prevent rusting. Another one is to prevent rusting, or we can write that is corrosion. To prevent rusting or corrosion. And here the best example is we have in the form of tin plating and zinc plating. Tin plating and zinc plating. Yes. Now tin plating, we have tin cans available in the market. I'm sure that everyone must have seen them. The normal small size tin cans in which we purchase, that is potato chips and that is soft drinks, right? So those tin cans, these are basically made up of iron, and over that we go for tin plating. And what is tin? Like iron, tin is also a metal. But what happens that this tin, it is not as reactive as iron. जो tin है वो iron के comparison इतना reactive नहीं होता है. So what happens? Because we have to use this can for storing edible items or for storing, that is drinkable liquids. So if we are going to store these liquids or edible food items in this can which are made up of iron, then what will happen? This iron will react with food, and food will get spoiled. So what we do, we just make a layer of tin over this iron can. हम पहले पूरा can iron का बना के और उसके ऊपर हम tin की layering कर देते हैं. So now what is happening? The food is in the direct contact of the tin, not of iron. अब जो food material जब हम can में भरेंगे, जो food material है वो tin के contact में रहेगा, iron के contact में नहीं आएगा. It means iron will not get a chance to react with the food, and on the other side tin is in the contact of the food, but we know that tin is not reactive as much as that of iron, so that food can be easily consumed. So from here we get a question in exam. Explain why cans, iron cans are electroplated with tin. We get application based question from here for 1 mark, 2 mark. So there you have to write the proper answer. We know that iron is a reactive material and it may react with the food item and can make it poisonous to consume, right? So we do electroplating of tin, which is not as reactive as that of iron. Okay, right? So that is for tin plating. Next we have got zinc plating. Again, it is in reference of iron only. To prevent the rusting of iron, zinc layer is made. I hope you still remember about galvanization process, which we have learnt in the lower classes.
Yes,
Did you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes,
that
ma'am.
galvanization, it is done with zinc, and that prevent rusting of iron. So same we are doing in case of zinc plating. We make use of iron in making infrastructures, like we are making bridges. We make the grills of the windows. We make the grills which are used for making the boundaries of gardens and parks. And since they all things are lying in the open, so they are quickly prone to rusting. So what we do, that we have to prevent them from rusting. So what do? We make a layer of zinc. So this is called zinc plating. So this is the second point, second purpose, where we are using electroplating for preventing rusting or corrosion. So two examples I quoted here, tin plating and zinc plating. I hope this point is clear. This point is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So that
ma'am.
third one is, in certain places we also use electroplating to improve the conductivity. To improve the conductivity. For example, you'll be surprised to know that in our most of the circuits which we are using in our laptops, in our that is mobiles, inside these circuits, the most of the components which need to conduct electricity in a very quick manner, some parts are having electroplating of gold and silver. Silver especially because silver is known to be the best conductor of electricity. But again the same problem, अगर हम सारे सर्किट इक्विपमेंट, सारे सर्किट कंपोनेंट्स हम सिल्वर के बनाएंगे तो हमारा कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. It will be more costly. So what do? We make these electrical components of a circuit of mobiles, laptops and other machines, technological machines, of another cheaper metal, for example copper, and then we do the electroplating of silver, and that is done to improve the conductivity. That is done to improve the conductivity. So that is another purpose for which we are doing electroplating, right? There are certain cases where we do to reduce friction. Yes, about friction you have learned in previous chapter, right? So we know that friction basically results due to the irregularities present in the surfaces. So what do? We just make a layer of another metal over the surface so that the surfaces become more smoother, and because of that friction is greatly reduced. Okay, And that is another one is for repairing purposes, for repairing machine parts. Yes, for repairing machine parts. There are certain machine parts in industries and factories which are very small and which cannot be repaired by welding process. For example, you have learned that in machinery parts, because of friction, wear and tear keeps on taking place. जो machine parts होते हैं, जो screws होते हैं, ball bearings होते हैं, उनके जो surfaces हैं, वो wear tear से उखड़ जाती हैं. They become very uneven, and because of that, the machines, they start making lot of noise. They don't work properly. So what we do, such parts need to be repaired. So since these parts are very smaller, so we can't repair them by metal welding. So what do? We go for electroplating. हम उन छोटे छोटे parts को electrode बना के concerned metal से electroplate करते हैं. Because of that, they are repaired and we can again use them in our machineries, right? So these are some of the important applications of electroplating in our daily life. Now here, question can be asked in two ways. Either direct question will be there that write a short note on the applications of electroplating in our daily life. तो आप सारे points लिख सकते हैं कहाँ कहाँ आप use करते हैं. Second way of asking question here is that you will be given a purpose and you have to write examples for that purpose. For example, give two examples to show from daily life where electroplating is used to improve appearance. Give two examples from daily life where electroplating is used to prevent rusting or corrosion, to improve conductivity, to reduce friction. Like that. Okay, Anushri, you're asking which material is used. So it depends upon the type of material. But most of the time, most of the machinery parts are made up of copper. Right? So we go for the basic layering of copper. So that is for electroplating application. Right?
Ma'am,
Yes?
ma'am, I have a doubt.
हाँ, ask.
मैम आपने कहा था कि हम इसलिए टिन कैन्स की टिन पे मतलब आयरन पे प्लेटिंग कर देते हैं, इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग टिन कैन्स की, ताकि क्योंकि वो नॉन मतलब थोड़ा कम रिएक्टिव होता है. पर मैम मुझे पर आयरन भी तो उसी मटेरियल मतलब आयरन के अंदर भी तो वही फूड मटेरियल है, तो मैम वो कांटेक्ट में कैसे नहीं हुआ फूड मटेरियल आयरन से?
नहीं, आपका पूरा आपने कैन बनाया आयरन का और इसके ऊपर लेयर लगा दिया टिन, नॉट इज टिन, और टिन के आगे रहेगा फूड मटेरियल, तो टिन के पीछे आयरन है, तो फूड मटेरियल तो कभी आयरन के कांटेक्ट में नहीं आएगा, डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट में कभी नहीं आएगा. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट?
अच्छा मैम, मुझे लगा कि आयरन के पास में है वो.
नहीं, हम क्या करते हैं, बेसिकली हम बड़ी बड़ी शीट्स बनाते हैं आयरन की, और उन बड़ी बड़ी शीट्स को हम सबसे पहले टिन से इलेक्ट्रोप्लेट कर लेते हैं, बाद में उनको हम कैन की शेप में कन्वर्ट करते हैं. राइट?
फिर मैम बाद में आयरन की प्लेटिंग होती है?
आयरन की प्लेटिंग नहीं, आयरन के ऊपर टिन की प्लेटिंग है. ओके? यस. नाउ इज इट क्लियर? ओके, एनीथिंग एल्स?
No, ma'am.
No doubt. Okay, so just anyone who joined in between and attendance is not marked.
Thank you, ma'am.
Name bolo beta. Anyone who joined in between?
Ma'am, Vilina Lohar.
Elena.
80115.
Okay, 80115. Okay. Then next,
Ma'am, Devanshi Sharma, 8005.
one by one. Okay, Devanshi. Okay. Who's next?
मैम रागनी शुक्ला प्रेजेंट है.
Ragini Shukla. Okay, yes, I have marked. Then who else?
मैम
मैम मैं
गरिमा चौधरी।
Okay. Aditya Sharma and Kalpesh. The next,
मैम गरिमा चौधरी 80203।
Garima Chaudhary. Okay, yes. Then anybody else? Anybody else? No. Okay. So now you can leave the
Thank you, ma'am.
meeting. Okay. And we will discuss bit more, some more points about this electroplating in the next class. But
Thank
first
you,
I
ma'am.
will ask the questions. Okay? Yes.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I'm signing off. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.